Hello there and welcome to part 3 of Google Forms quiz. In case you have missed our earlier 2 episodes, please watch them to get to know in elaborate details how to create a graded quiz using Google survey forms, add images, text and video based questions, create the answer key and allot grade points to that. In part 3 of the Google Form quiz, I will be focusing on the student interface of the form, how to share it with the students at the click of a button. You can also create a Google quiz directly in the Google Classroom in case you are using learning management system, the Google Classroom. Here I have a quiz which is already created. See, the font is little different. This is class 5 weather and climate. So I created an image on weather and climate and I uploaded it here. So showing the different kinds of weathers. So putting this kind of pictures will, the children will feel motivated or children will feel good about it. This requires a little effort, but then if we can do this, it looks good. Then write the title here and then the summary. So what I have done is I have given the summary of the lesson here so that the child can read, revise the concepts and then go ahead and take the test. So the form is collecting email addresses by default. So the child has to enter the email address here and move on. The child has to write the name and then you go to this climatic zones of the earth is one of the question which I have given. Now what happens here, the child has to look at this picture of the climatic zones of the earth and then I have framed questions here. So the first question is in the form of a MCQ, a multiple choice question. The coldest zone is, I have given 4 options and the child has to select one option. Similarly, another multiple choice question, 3, 4 and I have prepared 4 multiple choice questions for this image. So all the answers to these questions will come from reading this and studying this image. So next type of a question, here I have added a video which talks about the formation of rain. So here watch the video and related to the process of formation of the rain and answer the questions given below is what I have added here. So I have again given a multiple choice questions here, 3 multiple choice questions and also a one word question. Answer the following questions in one word. So here also 3 fill in the blanks are given to the child. So the short answer will be there and the way the child answers it can be taken. Now here what happens is, now let us see how to grade them. So once I have prepared all the questions, how will I grade them? So this is the climatic zones of the earth. The first fill in the blank is the coldest zone of the earth and these are all the options, torrid, frigid, temperate and none of this. So the answer key, when I press on the answer key, I get to mark the correct answer and I also get to put the value points for this particular question. Once this is done, I'll click on this done and my work, this whole question is ready. Similarly, I've done for all these questions, okay, and also for the short answers. Suppose for this fill in the blank, we'll see one fill in the blank which I have to give in the form of a short answer. So study of weather is known as the question. So the answer is given here. So I had to add 2 different kinds of answers because the forms are case sensitive and if the child writes a capital letter anywhere or a small letter anywhere, then the things get changed and the answer may be marked wrong. So this is how it happens. So we have to, when I click on the answer key, I get to write the correct answer of it. Another correct answer also I can add here. So this I have put one with a capital M and one with the lowercase m here. So I have not ticked on marking the other answers incorrect. So if you think only these 2 can be the possible answers, you can check on this and anything else apart from these 2 if the child writes, it will be marked wrong and the child will not get the points. So this done, I will click on the done and my question is saved. So this is how a quiz is prepared using images, using the text, and using a video as well. Once we have completed creating the quiz, we just need to see how it looks for the students. So I'll click on this preview button, which will take us to a page to show how the quiz looks for the students. Now when I click on this page, this is the student view. So the student sees a beautiful picture here, and there is a summary of the lesson. The child has to write the email addresses here, and then the name. There's another column for email address. That means this is duplicated. So we need to see that this has to be removed. We need to keep this in mind. Then you have the picture related questions, and all the questions are there one after the other. Then you have the video, and the related questions are also seen one after the other. And then you have the answer the following in one word. Again you have it in the proper order. So the quiz is ready to be taken by the students, only that we have an extra email provision which has to be removed. So that done, we can go back and see and remove this extra email. So this is the extra email thing. So I will just delete it. So that done, the quiz is ready to be taken, and this is auto saved on itself. So I do not have to save it again and again. So what happens is, once the quiz is ready, I have to send it to my students. So there are three ways to send. Either I send it via email to all the students. I'll type the email IDs of all the students here, or I can also click on the link. So we get a link here. We get a longer URL. We also get a shorter URL. So once I get this, I'll copy it and I will paste it wherever I want to. Like you can put it on WhatsApp or on the Telegram or any other learning management system that your children will be using. You can also embed the quiz. You can copy this and embed it with your Facebook or Twitter, and you can still share the quiz with the students. So after I copy this, I can, if I am running my class on Facebook, I can also put it there in case, just in case, just to know. So I'll copy it and I'll post it there. So that is how you share the quiz with the students. So this is all about Google Quiz and how to prepare a Google Quiz using images, videos, and the different genres of the questions. So we will also see one more type of question which I have prepared, which is for grade 6, understanding diversity. So because this is understanding diversity, I have put an image related to that. Now if you notice here, I have not changed the font here. We have the name, we have the list. Here I've just put more of essay type of questions. So the grade for this question, this form cannot be released immediately after the children take the test. So here the first question is, list all the festivals that are celebrated and name which are those which are celebrated by the members of different religious communities. So this is a long answer question, and the children can write the answer here. And India, unity in diversity. Again, I've put a small video here which the children have to watch and then explain it in their own words. So each of this contains 5 marks, and there is another question. How do you think living in India with its rich diversity adds to your life? So this is a critical thinking question. This is a analysis based question, and then listing all this will is the mostly the understanding level question. So I have tried to put in all the Bloom's level of questions here, and this can be graded manually and then shared with the students in the same way. So generally what we can do is have a separate quiz for the MCQs and a separate quiz for the essay type questions, so that the grading becomes little bit simpler for us. Okay, so that's all about creating a Google quiz, a quiz on the Google form, and sharing it with your students. In the next part, which is the concluding part, we would learn how to evaluate responses, assign or modify the grades manually wherever required, and finally release the scores. I hope you're enjoying the step by step process of learning by doing. Stay tuned for the next part. Signing off for now, this is Annapurna Madhuri. Stay safe and keep learning.